Okay guys, so I moved to this part of the house for this video because the lighting is great in this room compared to every other room in this house. Besides my room's always really dark anyway, and I never really like turn on the lights there unless I do, which it's not really that often because I kind of like it dark in my room and everything. And I mean, we keep the blinds up since it's now more like summertime and it's getting hot outside and everything. So we kind of close our blinds to kind of keep the air inside here and all that and everything. And my voice sounds like it's echoing because of the ceiling. It's because we got a high ceiling in this because it's angled, which really doesn't make any sense at all. But, okay, so moving from that, I wanted to tell you guys that if you guys remember my video where I said I got called out, was by one of my coworkers' daughter, which is my coworker's daughter, Mini Nikki. And, I'm kind of making this video, I asked my friend if I should make a video where I've actually met Mini Nikki. He's like, go for it. So, yeah, I've actually met my number one hater twice, Mini Nikki. I met her at her two workplaces that I didn't even want to go to. I met her at McDonald's, and I also met her at Dairy Queen. Those are the two places she's worked that I've actually went to, and that's how I met up with her. So, going through the drive-thru McDonald's, she took my order and everything because she called me out for being a fool myself for going to Menards for my Menards video, which I might make another pickup line soon. I might make another video of saying pickup lines soon. I don't know yet. But yeah, I went to McDonald's going through the drive-thru, and I actually went through the drive-thru window, and going up to pay, I said, I'm up for adoption. I said, and I think I know who you are. And she said, yep, you work with my mom. And I'm like, yeah, you're Mini Nikki. And she said, I have a name, you know. And I said, yeah, and then I said what her name is. I'm not going to say it in this video, though, even though I know what her name is now. And so we had, it was kind of just like a little bit of a conversation and everything. She said, you're still a fool of yourself. I said, why? Because my nickname is Big Tasty. And she's like, that is like not your nickname. And then we had a little bit and everything. So after I said her name, she's like, oh wow, you know my name. So that's like the first time I met her. And going back to work, then when I was talking with Nikki and everything, I said, well, your daughter, she works at McDonald's. And she's like, well, she doesn't work there anymore. And I'm like, oh, really? She's like, yeah. So this brings me to the next time that I met up with her, which was at DQ. So I went to Dairy Queen, and I actually told my coworker that I don't really care for Dairy Queen that much. Well, then my sister, she wanted to go get food at Dairy Queen, and I said, and me and her sister, and me and my girl, we're going to go get the food for her and everything. I said, I really don't want to go to Dairy Queen because Mini Nikki's going to be there. And then Kelsey was trying to explain that to her. She's like, he's not going to want to go there because Mini Nikki's going to be there. So going there, as soon as I went to the drive-thru for Dairy Queen, even though I didn't want to go there, she was, I said, is you know who there? And then she said, she's on break right now. So I was kind of relieved by that. So then as soon as we pulled up a little bit, because we were waiting on our food, they said, she's like, she was saying, she's on break, you're not going to see her. Which was my friend that was next to me. She was saying, she's on break, she's not going to be here. Pull up a little bit more, and that's when she came in through the door. And I'm like, oh my god, it is Mini Nikki. So then, as soon as I go inside the door, as soon as she goes, sorry, I cannot talk. As soon as she goes in through the door, I wait a little bit, and I was telling her, I said, I really hope Mini Nikki's not the one who comes out here to doing it, because knowing her, well, she is the one that comes outside. And then so I rolled down my window, and she says, I thought you told my mom you don't like Dairy Queen. I'm like, I don't like Dairy Queen. This is my sister's idea to come here. I forgot, and then I don't remember the whole conversation. I don't remember the whole McDonald's conversation either. But then after she handed our food, I said, thanks, Mini Nikki. And then walking away, she walked out. She said, my name's not Mini Nikki. And I said, I don't care what your name is, you will always be Mini Nikki to me. And she's like, whatever. Shout out to you though, Mini Nikki. But yeah, guys, that's just how I know I met my number one hater 2 times. And that is how, and I don't know how to go through conversations for this for much longer, but this is just like one of the videos I had to make on my number one hater. Even though I know I have more haters out there, because one of my very first TikTok I posted on YouTube, which was RX by Theory of a Dead Man, I've had so many people hate that video. And it's like my 3rd most popular video right now. And then people are saying that I ruined that song for him by doing a TikTok. You know what? A lot of people do TikToks on different songs. So if you guys hate that video, whatever, you know? So you get hated for just like multiple different things that you can do. By what you can say and what you can do, you can get hated on. And I honestly don't know why. Even though I have more haters and everything, Mini Nikki will always be my number one hater, and I'm going to have more haters out there, but it doesn't really matter because Mini Nikki will always be my number one hater, and I just got more people that's probably going to throw shots at me left and right. But, yeah. So, by the way, though, I like how Nikki was also saying, she said, well, you're the one who started it by calling her Mini Nikki. I said, hey, she called me for being a fool myself. We're getting even right now. And so far, I don't know if we're actually, I don't know how long this feud is going to continue. But this isn't just like an exhibition, this is war. And just going through, you can just get hated on for... And you can basically just get hated on for anything anymore. But I met my number one hater. She called me out. We've met. We're throwing shots. She calls me a kid. There's just so much more to go on with what's gonna be happening and everything. So shout out to all my haters and my number one hater. And I hope to see you guys really soon. And I will make another video. I don't know when. But me and my number one hater is honestly for me, I really kind of like me, my number one hater. Just to say it. But one last thing is her eyebrows are not as good as her mom's. That's like that's like one of the things I can really get her back for, even though I'm pretty sure she doesn't care. But anyway, guys, this is Trey Maximus. Peace out. See you guys in my next video.